You bought a bottle as well, so I want you to talk about this wine. Please tell me about this wine producer. I think you got a bit of passion for him as well. So.
Yeah, so this is JoJo's. So yeah, I was going to bring someone else's wine. It's a bit of a self-nom because we make the wine with them at Langham. But so JoJo's is Tess and Ian in the Chiltern Hills, not far from 100 Hills Winery actually.
Yep.
It's a beautiful site. Ian comes from a precision agriculture background, so looking at how you can, if you need to spraying individual crops rather than blanket spraying.
Oh, okay.
He's looking trying to bring AI into vineyards. Yesterday he was testing out drones for spraying individual vines rather than blanket spraying.
Listening to him, that sounds super cool.
Ian's great, and he's so passionate about what he's doing. So they grow probably some of the best fruit I've seen in England.
Do you think that is because of that?
I think there's an attention to detail, and they're unwilling to sacrifice the quality of fruit.
Okay.
So they will accept a lower yield to achieve high quality.
Okay.
So I've got my own project as well, which is in the works. Some years I've sourced fruit from them because it's just so good. And just really lovely people. So tiny grower, really small production. And they wanted a wine that was sort of made, that wasn't going to completely, manipulate the wine at all. So they came to us. This is like all of the wines at Langham. This is a spontaneous yeast-based ferment, or just only ferment. There's no filtration, no fining. Might have a slight sediment at the bottom, but it's pretty clear. And it's a blend of Bacchus and Sauvignon Blanc.
So one of those varietals you spoke about, Sauvignon Blanc, that some people probably haven't heard, some people might not have heard of, and started the industry. So they are still using it there.
Yeah. So the reason for it is because we don't filter any of our wines. We need to make sure it's stable before it goes into the bottle. So it's also very low sulfur.
Okay.
So we make sure it goes through a full malolactic fermentation before bottling, so that it won't go through mallow in the bottle. And that's particularly with the Bacchus. And I find the Bacchus goes a bit flabby and a bit almost sickly when it's gone through mallow. So although it's beautiful and aromatic and rich, it needs something to bring a freshness. And that's where Sauvignon Blanc really comes into its own here. So it's only about 20% Sauvignon, but that Sauvignon just really freshens up the Bacchus, and I think just makes this a wine that's not only just really smashable and easy drinking, also there's nice layers and nuances throughout. So yeah, they're a tiny grower. You probably never come across them. But if you want to support two amazing people, I can't think of a better grower really to be supporting.
And before I let you go, mate, because I know you're busy, everyone wants to talk to you. Photos with Tommy is basically a thing today. I'll talk with Dan Kirby earlier as well. The interview's coming up as well, guys, about supporting local industries. You spoke about JoJo's and these smaller producers. We've got some amazing producers now that people can find on their supermarket shelves. But it is still, there are some smaller producers where you're from. You can go and visit them. You can go out to their vineyards, buy from the cellar door. These are the guys we've also got support.
100%, if not more so than the bigger producers.
Yeah.
The bigger producers, I'd count Langham now as one of the bigger producers with our growth. We're supported with distributors. We're able to export to other markets. So if one market's struggling, we're able to look at others. So your smaller producers, I'm looking down at Bear Green. I still haven't actually got to try Jimmy's wines.
I tried their wines. Stunning.
People like Jimmy at Bear Green are going to be more reliant. Even Sandwich Bartons or medium-sized producers, so reliant on tourism and local support. Those sorts of producers making probably some of the best wines in the country, but also need the most support. So, it's not hard labour, is it?
No. Well, get out and visit them.
Drink nice wine.
And I'm sure you can go and see a big producer. There probably is a small one around the corner as well. So go and see both.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure the bigger producer will know a smaller producer you should be seeing. So if you do go and see a bigger producer, say, any smaller producers I should be going seeing? You might be making the wine for them, or you might be helping them out. So I'm sure you will put them in the right direction if you can. Yeah,
it's a small industry. We all work together. So, I think it's important just to try as much as you can, big or small. And, some great stuff here today.
Thanks, Tommy. Always great, mate. Stunning Pinot Noir. 3 Michelin star wine. Good for me. Thanks, mate.
Cool. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.